91 bathroom TV. Tin, 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 tin.
Earlier today, Google released its highly anticipated blog post, toting the name of Android L, Android 5.0, and the many devices that will come with its operating system. Hi, my name is Kevin Jackson from TechNow, and this is my first impressions of the Nexus 6, the Nexus 9, Nexus Player, and Android L, Lollipop.
TechNow.
So on 5 p.m. October 15th, which is today, Google basically released a blog post toting its new slogan for Android and its new being for Android 5.0 and everything about that. It's called its slogan is be together, not the same. And that's basically Google denoting its diversity of the many people that use it, its operating system, and use Google apps and Google products all over the world. And basically they're using the and in the Android name to denote that how one simple addition to something can change things forever, such as the White Brothers, how they added just wings to a bicycle, and that eventually turned into an airplane. Adding an engine, to the bicycle and wings to it turns into an airplane. And it's just Google's new slogan. They want to become a representation for the melting pot, gender, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation. They want to become that melting pot, and that's what Android is, that way of becoming a melting pot in society and in the world for them. So Android L, it's called Lollipop. We had licorice, we had lemon meringue pie. Those two were that were talked about the most, along with the one Lollipop, and that Google gave about many secrets to what it was before. They were giving away how somebody took a screenshot of the Android debug screen. It was like that was the name that was first chosen and that we first heard about, and there was just a lot of stuff that was out there that said that it was going to be Lollipop. So let's go on to the Nexus 6. Like I said yesterday, I released a video talking about all the rumor around it for the Nexus 6, so if you can see that for all the features of Nexus 6. But the one thing that we didn't know was the price, and the price is going to be $639 for the 32 gig and $699 for the 64 gig, and that's a hefty price. I really think the Nexus 6 endows all of my specifications that I want. We're not sure if it has a micro SD card expansion slot, but most likely it's not going to have one. But it entails everything that I would want. But the price is it's a stepping stone for Nexus. That Nexus is now coming into Android Silver as what it is, premium Android devices for next year. That's what Android Silver is supposed to be, if it's still going to happen. And that the Nexus 6 and the Nexus 9, basically on the prices and on the specs, high specs, the top specs, basically represent that new category, the new franchise of Google and Android. So basically, I compared it to the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and basically the features were exactly the same. Obviously touch would provide some more features, such as the fingerprint scan sensor, which is in the screen and the home button. So that's kind of that's one of the differences. But obviously the Nexus 6 has the Motorola's features of ambient display, where you can say okay, whatever, and the device will wake up. So it has that, and wireless charging, which the Note 4 doesn't have. Moving on to the Nexus 9 now, guys. It also has I didn't talk about the specs yesterday, but it's a 4:3 aspect ratio, okay? It has a 2K display. So it's 9 inches, which is basically the medium between the 7 and the 10. So we think that the Nexus 7 and 10 are gonna go away, and the Nexus 9 is the new generation of those things, combining those two great products, Nexus line products of Google, and combining into one. That's good. It has stereo speakers made by HTC, 64-bit Tegra K1 processor, this process is one of the fastest processes in the world right now, and that's great that Google had made the HTC have it in their product. The product's gonna start at $399, and that you could get an optional keyboard dock for a first party keyboard dock, not third party, first party keyboard dock to come in. And then we also have another thing in addition to the Nexus line. It's called the Nexus Player. It's like an evolution of the Q and the Chrome class and combines them together to what they were talking about in Google I/O, which is Android TV. Its first Android TV device. Includes Chrome Google Casting support, so Google Chromecast support. So it's basically like a mix of Google TV and that too, and what the Q was trying to do. And it's a $199 or $100, just little circular set-top box that you could use, So basically, I think the set-top box, I think I might be buying one of the set-top boxes. I really would like to buy the 9 and the 6, but these prices are very off what the Nexus line was made for. And developers and debugging, but I guess we're moving on to a new silver platform, so that's something else we gotta get interested, guys. So we'll see you guys later on the next TechNow video.